Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I've just seen Savannah Marshall absolutely flatten FEMKE Hermans of Belgium. I'm someone who predicted that Savannah would win this inside the distance. FEMKE came in with 12 wins and 3 defeats, but she'd never been stopped. She's a former world champ or belt holder and the current EBU champ. She's 32 years old. I thought Savannah might stop her in sort of 8, 9, 10 later rounds, because with these 2-minute rounds, you normally need more time to get your work done. But when you've got one punch power like Savannah Marshall, it does what it says on the tin. It's one punch power that can end a fight like flicking a switch, and that's what happened here. Because FEMKE looked cautious of Savannah's power, but by no means intimidated. She was. Almost all of her time was on the back foot, but she was coming in, landing, throwing a few right hands, trying to get Savannah's attention, which she did. First round was sort of a bit of a reconnaissance mission for Savannah. She's having a look at her. Savannah looks so relaxed in there, really, really relaxed, and did a lot of switch hitting, just trying to cut her down, cut the range down, trying to, just work her way in, get those big shots off. I saw an interview with Peter Fury before this fight, and he was saying, someone asked him, do you think Savannah knocks out Claressa? And he said, well, we don't believe in going in there with just power. I'm not interested. If all Savannah has got is power, she's in trouble. And that is the way it should be. That's absolutely the way it should be, because yes, you've got power, but you've got to work your way to you've got to work for the opportunities to land the power. It means nothing if you can't land it. And all along it looked like Savannah was trying, she was using the jab well. Like I say, she was switch hitting, trying to keep FEMKE guessing. And there were some nice jabs there. FEMKE's thinking, even if I get past the jab, I've got that big right hand coming at me. But she was, she was trying to sort of swing underneath the offense and then work on the inside, maybe work the body. It wasn't really working. Even up close, Savannah was able to sort of move her around, stand her, position her where she wanted her. It was a really, really mature, relaxed, complete performance. I can't really think of a single thing that Savannah did that was wrong or that was bad. And people are going to say FEMKE Hermans was nothing to beat. Well, okay, she got whitewashed by CLARESSA Shields, but Shields, Shields didn't put a dent in her. Not at all. Shields has no power whatsoever. She's got 2 wins on her record, and I appreciate her quality of her opposition is much better than Savannah's over her whole career. But this is a girl who, when she makes an omelette, someone else has got to break the eggs for her. I don't see what people who think Shields is going to beat Marshall are looking at, because she doesn't have better boxing skills. Her jab's okay, but her footwork, does she hold her shape well? If this was 12 3-minute rounds, I can understand the argument that maybe Claressa can drag Savannah into the later rounds and drown her, because she does have more experience at world level. But these are 10 2-minute rounds. That's 20 minutes of fighting, only 2 minutes more than a man's 6-round fight, which is 18 minutes, of course. But I just don't get it. I don't know why Claressa's supporters think she's going to beat Savannah. Now, I could be wrong, of course, because I've been wrong many times before, and I don't know. But just based on what we've seen and based on current form and the way Savannah's performing, unless she bottles it and freezes on the night, I don't see Savannah having any problem at all with CLARESSA Shields. I think she beats up and knocks out Claressa, and maybe Claressa, gutsy girl, maybe she can hang on to the end, but I don't think so. I think she'll probably get pulled out by a corner or stopped on her feet, maybe even knocked flat. I don't know, but either way, this Amazonian woman, Savannah Marshall, is a huge middleweight. If she makes the weight well and she comes in prepared physically and mentally, she wins at a canter against CLARESSA Shields, just like, well, she did against Hermans. Easier than I thought. She beat Femke better than I thought she would, quicker than I thought she would. So yeah, I've always been a big supporter of Savannah Marshall. I think she had the potential. There were big question marks over her up to the point where she fought Hannah Rankin and she stopped Hannah in 8. Hannah's not a bad fighter, but too small for Savannah. Hannah's another one that went the distance with CLARESSA Shields, by the way. But she's answered the questions for me. Savannah Marshall, terrific performance. Bring on Shields. Hopefully Shields won't run. Afterwards, she was interviewed and she said, I'm the champ. I got nearly all the belts. I shouldn't have to come back to England. Maybe we can get a neutral venue or something. Yeah, don't look for excuses, CLARESSA. If you think you're the GWOAT, which, by the way, I fucking hate that expression, the GWOAT. What the fuck is a GWOAT? I mean, a goat is something, but what the fuck is a GWOAT? Stupid acronym. But if you are the GWOAT, don't run. Come to England, or maybe Savannah will come to America, but don't duck her, just because you know you'll get your arse handed to her. And I think it's quite funny, because I think Savannah said, CLARESSA said to Savannah at one point, "It wiped the floor with me, you couldn't wipe my ass." And I think Savannah said something along the lines of, no one could wipe something that big. So these girls don't like each other. And I think the build-up to the fight would be a good laugh as well. But yeah. And by the way, I'm not anti-CLARESSA Shields. She's done a lot in the game. She's brought women's boxing up to helped bring it up to a good level, just as Katie Taylor has done, just as Savannah is doing, and some of the other girls. But so nothing against CLARESSA Shields. I just don't think she beats Savannah. I think Savannah's going to have too much of everything for her. So what do you think? Did you see this fight? What do you think of Savannah's performance? Who do you think wins out of Shields and Savannah? As I say, I'm picking Savannah all night, all long, all day, all night long, all week long. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Help the channel out, build the numbers up. Much appreciated. And like the video, share the video, blah-de-blah. You know the drill. Much love to all of you. Thanks again. Speak soon. Bye-bye for now.